Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so today we will start with a new tools of DevOps, that is the Ansible, right? So, what is Ansible? Eh? Ansible is an open source IT configuration management and deployment and architecture tool, right? So, Ansible actually is a configuration management, right? So, what is configuration management? Let's consider a scenario like just in your college time, right? So in your college time, let be in your computer lab. Suppose there is a hundred number of computer, right? And your work is to install Java in the hundred computer, right? So what you will do, you will install Java in one by one, right? One by one in your 100 computers. So it will take much more time, right? So what we will do, there is a tool called Ansible, right? So once you will configure in a master machine, means there is a master server, Ansible master server. When you will configure this in a master machine, then it's automatically installed to the node machine. Suppose your node machine is 100 computer in your lab, it's automatically Java will install in your 100 machine. So it's a, that is called the configuration management. You can configure this one, right? And the deployment means we will use this our continuous deployment to in the production system, right? And it's run your code into a infrastructure, that is your computer environment has some of the same attributes as your application, right? So we can say Ansible is a IAC, infrastructure as a code, right, tool. So means when we will this actually this format is in a code base, right? So this is the, it create a infrastructure, right? So infrastructure, that is means the infrastructure as a code. And Ansible is a agentless, right? It's not required any agent, but in it is it can communicate with the SSH connection, right? Suppose the master and there is a node machine, right? And how it will connect, it will connect with a SSH connection, right? It work in a push mechanism, right? It's work in a push mechanism. Actually this point is very important, means how it will works, right? How it connect, right? This is thing is very important, right? It's work in a push mechanism. It can communicate with the node machine with the SSH connection, right? Then understand the what is the push and pull architecture, right? So here you can see there is a difference, like this is the push base and pull base, right? So in the market there are many tools available, like the Ansible, safe and perfect for configuration management. For configuration management in the market there are many tools available, like this is the Ansible, right? And this is the safe, and this is the perfect. This is for the configuration management. But Ansible is a push-based architecture and Safe and Puppet is a pull-based architecture. Let's understand actually what exact meaning of this, right? So, push-based architecture means when suppose this is the master server, right? This is the master server and these three are the node server, right? When any requirement, suppose its requirement is we have to configure in three node machine, we have to configure the Java application, right? So when it will required, means when the configuration is required, then the user, means the user just write some code here in the master machine, that is the playbook, right? Write some playbook, and when it will execute, it's automatically execute in the three machine, means automatically install in the three node machine, right? Means when it's required, the user just push the code, right? Push the code in the master machine, then it's automatically configure in the node machine. But the pool architecture means you can see this is the our node machine, right? And this is the our master machine of safe and forfeit, right? Safe and forfeit, and it's actually in the node machine there is a every node machine there is a agent, right? There is a agent, and the agent what will do, every second it will go to the master machine, right? It will go to the master machine and check whether is any update in the master machine, right? If there is any update in the master machine, then it will take that update and execute in their system, right? So every time it will communicate with the master machine, and unnecessary the memory, the cpu utilization, unnecessary the CPU utilization is much more, right? So pool based architecture is not a good way, right? So in the market, the powerful tool, Ansible is a powerful tool, is a push mechanism based, right? Did you understand this thing? It's a very important push and pull architecture. Interviewer may be ask you this architecture. What is the meaning of pull and push architecture? Hello.
Yes, 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 yes,
Oh,
understood.
okay, okay. So you have to just remember the name also. Which configuration management in the market? What are the most popular tools? Right. So the tools like Ansible, Save, Puppet. These are the configuration management tool. But Ansible is a push-based mechanism, right? And the safe and forfeit is a pool based mechanism, right? In this diagram you can see, but and here is we can yes, in the safe and forfeit there is a agent, right? There is a agent in every node, but in this Ansible it's a agent less. It's there is no agent, it's only communicate with the SSH connection, right? This thing you have to remember, right? If actually when we will go for a new tool and study the new tool, the best practice is just try to remember how it will work, right? How it will work, and uh, why means why you will use this tool and how it will work, right? This thing if you remember, then you can easily understand the it will easy to understand that too, right? So let's go to the next, and the Ansible architecture, right? So this is the Ansible architecture, okay. So okay, then okay, just so you can see this is the Ansible managed node, right? This is the, we can say this is the master node, and these are the our worker node, or we can say this is the our node, right? This is the master machine, right? And this is the node machine, right? And it connect with the SSH connection. This it means the master and the uh, node machine, right? The master and the node machine is communicate with the SSH connection, right? And in the master node, in the master machine, there is a inventory file, right? There is a inventory file. What is the inventory file? We will go in the next slide, and it's a very important. Actually, in the inventory file, we have store the IP address of the node machine, right? Means this is the host one, means the node one, there is a one IP address, and this is the node two, there is also one IP address, and this is the n number of node, this is another IP address. and we can store in a group format. There is a actually inventory file, there is a only a file, nothing else. There is a only a file. In this file we just give the information of our node machine. Just keep the IP here, means there is a group A. In the group A, there is one IP. I have suppose I have stored like host one, right? And the group B, two IP, right? So when we will call this the node, right, in respect to the group name, right? When we will execute, there is a host name, right? When we will execute the playbook, right, there is a host name is there. And in this host name, when we will give the group name, means when in the um, host name, suppose I will give the group A, then it will execute the configuration in only the host one. When I suppose I will give the host B, then it's automatically execute in a two machine, right? Host 2 and host A, right? So this is the complete architecture of Ansible, right? So let's go to and Ansible component. It's a very important thing. Ansible component. So first component is Ansible server. So what is the Ansible server? The machine where Ansible is installed, right? The machine where the Ansible is installed means the this is the this one, this one, this in the actually the what the Ansible server. And the okay, then what is the module, right? Basically a module is a command or set of similar command, means to be execute on the client side, right? So the module is a set of command which is uh, execute in a client side. Client side means the in the this is the client actually, node 1, node 2, and n number of node. This is the client side, right? Then what is the text? A text is a section that consists of a single produced to the to be complete, right? Single product to be complete. And what is the role? A role of a organizing tax or related file called in a playbook, right? Then fact. What is the fact? Information fact from the client system from the global variable with a gather fact uh, operations, right? And what is the inventory file? The file contains data about the Ansible client server, right? Just I told this thing. And what is play? Execute a playbook. What is the handler, right? Tax which is called only of a notifier is present, right? So these things, just remember this thing. We will perform one by one, but you have to remember is the most important thing is Ansible. What is the Ansible server? What is the module, right? What is the tax role, right? And inventory file, this is the important. And handler also important, and notifier is also important. Means handler and notifier means just like one job complete, then the another job will execute, right? This thing is the concept of handler, right? Means the example is suppose let's the example of our Apache server. So Apache server, first first install the Apache server, then the we have to start the Apache server. For that condition, we will use the handler. In the handler section, we have to mention the first install the Apache server, and when it's installed, it's notify. Then after the Apache server will start. Unnecessary why the Apache server try to start our playbook will execute the execute and try to start. Okay, so what is the notifier, right? Section attribute to a tax which called a handler if the output is the change, right? If the output is change means there is the come means the Apache server install, then it's notify and the Apache server will start. Means the handler and notifier is attached to each other, right? Mm, interviewer will ask you what is the handler, what is the notifier. This thing will interviewer will ask you. Don't worry, actually when we will do the lab, we you just your doubt will automatically clear, right? And what is the playbook? It consists code in a YAML format, which describe tags to the execute, right? And the host, what is the host? Nodes which are automatically Ansible, right? This is the host. So let's install the Ansible on the Amazon Linux, right? This is the step. Let's install the Ansible first, right? So how we will install the Ansible? Just go to the AWS account, and we will take a two machine, right? We'll take two machine and see how we will install this Ansible. Okay, just go to the instance and launch instance, right? And so I'm giving Ansible, just write this one. Take it the Amazon Linux, right? And take this. Okay, the key pair, select the key pair here. Hmm. Then everything is fine, right? And here in fun I'm writing 2 here, right? It will automatically two instance created, right? So launch instance. Okay, so let's see. Okay, let me, this is the master, Ansible master, right? And this rename as node, right? So we will see how we will install the Ansible. Okay, just copy the public IP, go to the terminal and paste the public IP, press enter. Yes. Okay, so this is the Amazon Linux. So how we will update this? Sudo yum sudo yum update hyphen y. Okay, so the then what we will do, how to install? First install the Python. Okay, so Ansible actually based in the Python, so we have to install the Python, right? Okay, install Python. Okay, Python is already installed. Let's install the Python pip. Oh, sorry. Okay, it's completed. Then install sudo pip by Ansible, right? Just wait, it will install the Ansible. it will take time. It's install using the pip command, right? And this is the actually process, and it's a little bit uh, complicated. Means in previous version, when we will install the Ansible, right? In the Ansible, it's automatically created inventory file, right? But in AWS AWS means the Amazon Linux, right? In Amazon Linux, we have to create that file, that the whole inventory file we have to create. But in previous version of Ansible, means the previous version of our Amazon Linux, right? Uh, we actually automatically it's install the when we will install, it's automatically create a inventory file, right? It's a little bit of we can say little complicated. Now, okay, yeah, successfully install the Ansible. Okay, so Ansible install. Let's check the version. Let's check the version. You can see we have installed the Ansible. Okay, and this is the version. Huh? This is the version. So okay, Ansible install now, right? So Ansible in install. Then what we will do? We will do the SSH connection between the our master machine where Ansible is installed and to the our node machine. For that, you have to generate a SSH key, right? Just copy this one and paste it here. Let it be a default, and the SSH key is generated, right? So let's check the how we will check this cd dot sss. This folder is created, and in this folder there is a three files. One is the authorized key, and this is the our, we can say this is the our private key, and this is the our public pop. This is the public key. We have to just copy the public key dot pop file content to our where our to the our node machine, right? So just cat these things. Okay, so this content we have to paste in the where our node machine. How we'll paste? Let's see. Just open a new window. Okay, just go to the AWS account and select the node. Copy the public IP and paste it here. Sorry. Okay, so now update this one. Sudo yum update hyphen y. Okay, fine. So here update, and in this means a machine there is a dot sss folder is there, right? And in this dot sss there is a one file is the authorized key, right? So we have to just copy this public content, right? Public content, the pop content, and paste in the node machine authorized key, right? Just press enter and go to the end of this line. paste it here and save the file, right? And one thing you have to remember, the user should be same, means the if I will do who am I, right? It will say this is the ec2 hyphen user, and this also in the master machine also the user should be same. Who I, the user should be same, ec2 user, and this is also the ec2 user. So user should be same, otherwise it will not work. If suppose in your mind it will it may be comes like, suppose we have different machine, like one is the ubuntu and another in is the red hat, right? So how we will match the username, right? Better you will create a user, right? You will create a ansible user, right? And in the master machine also the name is ansible, and in the node machine the user is ansible. It's a actually best practice. Make the name as a ansible, right? So the name, if the name will differ, right, then it will not communicate with the our node machine, right? So we have to remember this thing. So this is the my master server, right? Hmm. Then what we will do, go to the next, and okay, I have done this one. Okay, then we have to create a inventory file, right? Just I told you in previous version of amazon linux, it's automatically create the uh, actually inventory file, right? So in this case we have to create, right? How we will create, just copy this, means we have to actually, interviewer will ask you what is the path of the inventory file, right? So the default path is uh, slash etc slash ansible, right, slash host, right? So let me create a, okay, so the ansible folder, just I create the ansible folder in where, in inside the etc folder. Let's go to this slash etc ansible. Okay, there is a folder. If I will do ls hyphen l, there is nothing here. We have to create a our host, means the host file. We have to create this host file. Just create this host file. So let me create the host file sudo. Okay, so host file, just I have create, just insert this, and just a minute. Okay. Okay, so we have to name as a group. First create a group here. Suppose I'm creating the group demo, right? This is the demo, and in this group we have to mention the IP address. Suppose I'm giving the node machine. You can see, just you can give like a public IP or a private IP, right? So here we are using the same VPC, right? Means the default VPC in a default VPC, means one VPC, right? So if I will take this private IP also work, or public IP also work. So if you have other VPC, then it's better to take the public IP, right? So paste it here. One is added, right? And similarly, also you can added the master also. Okay. So similarly, if you will go for the master machine, also you can add the master IP address also here, right? And remember, it's not only the IP address. You will give like the your host name also, like www.powercloud.com, or host name also. It will automatically detect these things, right? Instead of IP address, you can write the host name also. Just save this file, right? So our inventory file also created, right? Then But you can I just create the inventory file and give the ssh connection to our node machine, but not give the ssh connection to the our master machine, right? Means I have added the master machine ip also, right? So it's actually not required. Remove this thing first. Okay, let me there. Fine. Okay, so how we will do, just copy the public scat cd. Okay, just copy this thing and paste it in the own ssh key. Sorry, ssh, not ssh, authorized key, sudo vi authorized key. Okay, means where it required, right? If you see why we are setting the our master machine also in this means registered in the uh, same, we are using the master machine also. I am selecting this master machine as a node machine, right? So can you say this thing? Hello.
Hello, hello.
Yes, actually, I have built the SSH connection with the where with the node machine, and
Right.
also build the SSH connection in the master machine. And
Mm.
why it's required in the master machine? In which case we will do this thing? Any guess? In general, actually, we just give the SSH connection to the node machine, right? But
So if I if I do connection on master machine also, then anything we install in non machine that will also install in master
yes,
machine.
yes. Actually, let's understand the. Let's consider a scenario like we have to install a Jenkins, right? We have to install a Jenkins in a actually where the Ansible is installed. Let's consider there is a server where already Ansible is installed, and our provision is install the Jenkins in the same machine. Then what we will do? We will just process follow the this process, like just give the ip address of our own machine in a inventory file, right? And give the pop file content in the own authorized key file, right? Then it will connect to the own machine, and when we will execute the how to install means when we will execute the playbook where the playbook contain the install of Jenkins, it's automatically installed in the same machine. This is the scenario if you will use the same uh, node machine as a our sorry if we will consider the master machine as a node machine, right? So I think you understood, right?
Yes,
Hello.
yes,
Yes. So let's go to the next. Then check the let's actually let's okay, where is the command? This command. Let's check the whether we will ping our server or not. Okay. Okay, you can see we have two server, right? We have two server, that is the 9094, and this is the 32, right? If I will go to the AWS account, the 32 is the own server, right? This is the 32, this is the master server, own server. 94, this is the Ansible, means the node server. 90 94, right? 94, right? This is the 94. And this is the command how to check our node is means our node is connected or not. Ping command, it will ping and reply a ping pong, right? Ansible all hyphen m, right? It's a module. M means a module, right? M and ping. Just when we press enter, it will first what? It will gather the facts, right? It's actually gather the facts. Just I have told you now what is this is the actually this is the fact. Okay, this is the fact. Every definition actually I have written here, the component. So interviewer I will ask you like when you will execute a playbook, what will happen, right? First thing, it will gather the fact, means gather the information of the node machine, gather the facts, right? And check whether the node machine is available, means this IP address is available and SSH connection is there or not. It's a gather the fact, and then the playbook will execute, right? It's a gather the fact and collect the all information. And means ping means we just send a message like ping, and it reply the pong, right? Ping pong. When the ping pong is come, then you confirm that our connection is perfect, right? So in this way, you can install the Ansible and configure the inventory file in the Amazon Linux. So let's go to the next. And Ansible all host. If you will go to for this command, right, you can see Ansible all host, right? So host is we have two host machine, right? And similarly when we will execute any command, it's gather the information, then it will give the result. Host is two, there is a two number of host is there, right? So if you will go for this, right, copy this Ansible group name and list of host, right? Suppose there is a many group, right? So I am writing the demo group. I have created the demo group. If I will click here, okay, it will also give a two number of hosts. Let me create a another group actually. You also clear the group concept, ct slash etc, okay, then the Ansible and press enter. You have to remember this path. Interviewer will definitely ask you this question, sudo pi host machine, right? Let me create a another group. How we will create? Just the pattern is this one, and I am writing the own, right? I will paste it the own machine IP address. Just go to the AWS account and copy this IP address and paste it here. Okay, okay. So so when we will execute this command, right, it will give the two host machine, right? What we will execute that time, just okay, let me go to again here. Instead of a demo, I am uh, let me write own, right? This is the group name, right? Press enter. It will give the only one node is present, right? I just uh, wrote this thing, right? I just wrote this thing in the inventory file, right? In the this is the host means this is the inventory file, and this is the group name, right? So clear, you, I think you clear the group concept, right? Hello.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. So let me go to another command like Ansible group name and okay. So just copy this one, go to the terminal and paste it here. Just I'm writing. Suppose I am writing demo group, right? You can see here in we have to write the name demo, right? Demo, and this is the index like zero. I'm writing here the index zero. Press enter. It will give the first IP address, okay? If in in the previous command, you can see this is the first IP address, this is the second IP address, right? But when I will give the index 0, means it will take the only first one, 94. You can see this, okay, 94. If I will do, suppose in the indexed, instead of 0, I am 1, then can you say which IP it will reflect?
Second.
Hello, second IP. Good. So we can see 32 number. Okay, this IP it will reflect, right? So in this way we can check the IP. Okay, this is the command to check the node group. Okay, and in the node group, how many nodes are present? This is the all command. Okay, this is the this command is for that. The three command is for that. Then the next we will go for next class. Next class means the tomorrow, right? Tomorrow we'll go for the Ansible ad hoc command, okay, and the modules and playbook. This thing we will cover in the previous class. So, do you have any doubt?
No.
Hello.
No, no, ठीक all correct, all
Okay,
ठीक.
so do practice and try to install the Ansible. Okay, and just play around it, right? Just play around it. And the important thing today class is you have to remember the this path actually, inventory file, where the it will ask you where you store the inventory file, right? And what is the this is the pull and the push mechanism and how Ansible work. Okay, Ansible work in the push mechanism, and connection is the SSS connection, right? This thing you have to remember. This is a small thing, and we have to remember this thing, right? And interviewer will ask you. Just interviewer want to know means how you clear about the concept tool, right? Tool concept means how it will work and why we are using this tool. How is connect this thing. Just interviewer wants to know. Okay, so first today video, that's all for the today's video.